Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be another unboxing, a fairly large one. I got a couple packages that just came in, some more, and one other big package. This is from my comic shop. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff in here. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the first one. I'll do these smaller boxes first. So I think these are slabs, so it's just going to be one slab in each box. Hopefully they arrive safely. They look like they packaged them reasonably well. Lots of bubble wrap. Well taped too. Okay. So I'm not sure what these are, because as always I order too much stuff and then I never know what I'm getting. Okay, so, oh wow, this one is really awesome. Okay, so I'm really excited. This one's a really cool comic. This is another SOTI comic, and this one I actually got for a really good price too. There was a similar one listed that was like buy it now. That was like a lower grade. It was like a 3.0, I believe, and it was listed for about $500. And this one was an auction, like, you know, just you bid on it, and I won it at the last second. So it's a higher grade, 6.5, and I won it for 400 and something. So I was quite happy with that. But this one is a kind of a cool SOTI book, because it's not one of those ones that even CGC recognizes as a SOTI book. It's one of the ones that have been identified later, where there's a group of people in the SOTI collectors community that have been sort of figuring out what books were mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. And this is the one that was mentioned. And it's actually a pretty strong reference to it. Basically, the reference is to this picture right here. That, if you can see, she's basically getting strung up, and this guy's like whacking the horse, so it's going to ride off with her being attached up here. So you know it's not going to be good for her. So she's basically going to get hung on this cover. So that was what they described in The Seduction of the Innocent, this situation. Okay, so it's probably this book. And it's one of those books that is sort of under the radar. Not many SOTI collectors even know about it, but it is definitely one that was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. And it's just a really great Rangers Comics number 38, and a high grade too, like a 6.5 for a Golden Age comic is really high. It's from 1947, so it's just a really, really nice comic. So I was pretty excited to get that one. So that one arrived pretty quick, actually. I just won the auction maybe when I was recording this video, maybe about a week ago. Okay, so it arrived fairly quickly. Okay, so this next one, I believe, is another slab. Oh, no. What is this? Oh, okay. This is not what I expected. But this is something that's going to change everything. So one of the complaints that I get, and this is something I get a lot of complaints about with my comics in the back, is you'll notice that they're in these kind of ugly bags, okay? Well, there's better bags, these ones right here, and that are meant for graded comics. And there's a couple awesome things about these bags. Not only do they, make it so that you can see the comic better and protect the case, but it also protects against UV light. So that's kind of the added bonus of getting these. So they protect against UV light, and they protect the case as well. So I got like just a whole bunch, just so you can see, like a whole bunch of these, and I'm going to basically redo all of my slabs in behind and just make them pretty so that when you see the video, you can see actually what those comics are and they'll look a lot sharper. So I got about 150 of these things. So it should be interesting. So that was what was in that box. That's pretty cool. And I will do a video later with those where I show kind of before and after. And I hope that'll be interesting for people. Because those actually weren't that expensive. It was like, it works out to being about 80 cents per comic that you get, you know, the bag for. Okay, so now I'll do the unboxing of my comic shop ones. This is going to be a bit bigger. Let's see what's in here. So we got one bag. Oh, this one's really cool. And one more. Just dump that on the floor. And one slab. Unlike usual, I'm going to do the slab first because I'm so excited to find out what it is. Okay. Okay, this one's really cool. I'm just gonna... This one was one of those ones where they had a, you know, you could give a best offer. So I gave a pretty low offer and they accepted. So I was quite happy. But this is a really rare comic, really rare. If you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know that I collect Bill Ward art. And he's the one that created Torchy and a bunch of Scorchy as well, which is more the adult version of Torchy. And he created this. This is his artwork in this comic. Basically, this was produced by Marvel, and it's kind of a little bit more risque for Marvels, and so they didn't really like release that it was from Marvel, but it is from Marvel, and it's Pussycat. And it's just Adventures of Pussycat. And it's just like a whole bunch of, it's a collection of his strips that he had done with this character. And so it's just you know, kind of a interesting comic. It's huge. You can see that it's quite big. It's not like a regular comic size. And that's the back. Some cologne or something like that on the back. But yeah, it's kind of, and it's a high grade. It's a really rare comic. So typically in this grade, you're looking at around $500. I put an offer around $250, I think was what they accepted. So it's always good when you get something for half price. So yes, this is from 1968. And it's just a really great, lots of good girl art inside. So really great comic. Okay, so that's the first one. And this collection that I ordered, is a lot of Dell Four Color, and it's a lot of Santa related stuff, strangely enough. So this is the very first appearance of Santa, the Santa Claus in comics. And this was Santa Claus Funnies from 1939, 1940. It's kind of one of those ones where it kind of bridges over the two dates. But this was the very first appearance of Santa Claus in comics. Now there's a bunch of Santa Claus Funnies comics, but this is the one that if you're trying to get the very first appearance of Santa, it's this one that you're looking for. It's a very thin comic. There's not much to it. I think it was a giveaway at the time from some department store. But it's just a really cool thing to have the first appearance of Santa Claus. It is, it is what it is. I like a lot of the Christmas things. I was really into like a lot of the Christmas cartoons and stuff when I was a kid. Like the claymation stuff, I loved that. I just thought it was the greatest thing. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Isle of Lost Toys and stuff like that. I really enjoyed all that kind of animation. So I'm going to show you the first one in the bag. And this actually is the final Wonder Woman that I need for my Wonder Woman collection to finish the Silver Age. So now I have all the Silver Age, I have all the Bronze Age of Wonder Woman. So this is Wonder Woman 99. And it just happens to be the very last issue that I needed for my Silver Age Wonder Woman run. So I have from 98, which is the first Silver Age Wonder Woman all the way into the 600s. So just kind of cool one to get, or 300s I should say. It's like 329 I believe is the very last Wonder Woman from the first series. So this is the Wonder Woman 99. Very cool. And then we have, oh, this one, I mentioned in a previous video that I didn't get the A cover. Well, this is, or the B cover, I should say. This is the B cover of Man Bunny Man Goat and Bunny Man number 2. And I really like these covers from this series. I just think the covers are great. I haven't even read it yet. I've got issues 1 and 2, and I still haven't read it yet. So I'm not sure if it's any good. Generally, I don't think Zenoscope does the greatest stories, but I love their artwork. So I love their covers. So it's a lot of cover buys for me from them. So yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's actually a good story too. Now I'm not sure. I forgot what. Now one of the people that watches my channel, he'll be like, "Oh, you finally got it." This is based on what somebody in my who watches my channel told me that these are kind of key issues. So this is Walt Disney Comics and Stories 125. I believe this is the one where they get Huey, Dewey, and Louie, or either their first appearance or something related to them, like, or the Woodchucks or something like that. So it's a key issue for Walt Disney. This one's a really thick one. Now, this one was actually another one that I got just because it was a debated topic. This is Bugs Bunny Vacation Funnies number 8. And it is not the first appearance, but it is possibly kind of like one of those ones that CGC thinks is the first appearance of the Roadrunner. Now, the debate is based on, there's a 4-color, I forgot what number of 4-color it is, but there's a 4-color where there's like Roadrunner is on the cover. And in it, he's not called the Roadrunner. So it's sort of like his name is not used as Roadrunner. But in this, he is referred to by name. It just happens that CGC calls this the first appearance, even though this was a few months after the other 4-color comic. So this is kind of like maybe the first named appearance of the Roadrunner. So kind of a cool comic. So there was some debate in my chat about that. Now the next one is, I believe this is Uncle Scrooge number 5. Now this one is kind of significant because this is where Uncle Scrooge, I believe, gets his lucky dime. I believe so. And it's sort of like one of those ones where, I believe it is this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one, where he gets his lucky dime or something like that. And it's kind of a cool major key for Uncle Scrooge. It's either that or it's the Woodchucks guide. I have to remember. I have to look up what each was the first appearance of. And this is 4-color 495. This might be the dime one. I might be getting issues mixed up, but so yeah, I'll have to look it up. You can comment below and tell me that I'm wrong, especially the guy that actually recommended all these ones to me. So I picked it up because I am an Uncle Scrooge fan, and I do like to get all the key issues. So this is 4-color 495, which is, I believe, the first appearance of the Lucky Dime, or the other one is the first appearance of the Lucky Dime. I'm not sure. But I just think that's kind of cool. I like to get these kind of first appearances or first key issues for characters that I really like, and I like Uncle Scrooge a lot. Now, here's the one that, if you're watching the Loki show, this is kind of a key issue. This is Thor 113, or Journey into Mystery 113, and it's the first origin story of Loki. So this is kind of a key issue. And this is one that I've been trying to get for the longest time. I don't know why this issue has been like hard for me to get. It's not an expensive issue. It's a key, but it's not super hard to get. This is Defenders 28, and this is the first appearance of Starhawk. Now, Starhawk, if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, is the character that was played by Sylvester Stallone. So this is kind of like a character that is kind of, I don't know why he's under the radar, because he was in the movies, but it's a very cheap, very inexpensive key comic. Starhawk's first appearance, and that's Defenders 28. Now, again, I told you that this order is a lot of like four colors, and this is four color 272, and this is the first appearance of Cinderella. So I'm a big Disney fan. I try to go to Disney World once a year, and yeah, this is kind of like a cool issue. So Disney Cinderella's first appearance in Dell Color, Four Color 272. So, and this one is kind of a really low grade. It's like a 1.5, but it's a Tim Holt #1. Now, what is the significance of Tim Holt? It's not a comic that most people even know. It's kind of like under most people's radar. But Tim Holt is the series of comics that generated the Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, not the one on the motorcycle, but the one on the horse. And this was a comic series that generated him. So this is the first of that comic series. So I have the first appearance of the Calico Kid, who later becomes the Ghost Rider. And so I figured, hey, why not get the first issue of the series? So that's what this is. Tim Holt #1. And now, this is kind of an interesting one. I'm not sure if it's a key issue or not, but I got it for a very interesting reason. So this is 214, Walt Disney Mickey Mouse 214. And this one has, it's them in the plane. And the reason I got this was I actually have another comic, which is a controversial comic, where they kind of did a cover swipe of this. And it's a comic where they're parodying Walt Disney. And it's called, what's it called? Air Pilots. And it's basically, instead of them just having a plane ride, it's like them smuggling drugs on a plane. So it's a very controversial comic that generated a huge lawsuit. So it's kind of cool to get the original image that they were working with. So that's why I picked this up. It might be a key issue for other reasons, but the reason I got it was for the cover. Okay, so then we got Uncle Scrooge #4, and this is another related to I believe to the woodchucks. So this is, I believe this is the first appearance of the woodchucks. So yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up again. Not 100% sure about this one. So this is Uncle Scrooge #4. And the next one is Walt Disney Donald Duck. This is 4 color 282. This is the first appearance of Uncle Scrooge's Vault. So you can see it right on the cover. And it's kind of a major issue for that. It's just kind of a key issue for that reason. And the very last one in this series is Santa Claus Funnies. I mentioned that the other Santa Claus Funnies is the first appearance of Santa. Well, this is the first 4 color one where Santa Claus Funnies is in the title. And this is from 1942, so a couple of years later. And it's not a high grade or anything. It's like a 1.8. It's like really low grade. But it's kind of cool. I just, whenever you can pick up these kind of like Santa or like Christmas related comics, it's actually a good idea to pick them up, because there are collectors that seek out these like early Santa Claus or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer comics. Like there's certain keys that people look for, and this is one of them. So kind of a cool comic. So that's it. That's my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed. There were some really cool things that I really was excited about. I'm really super excited about this one. This was kind of makes my day. It's like just an awesome cover. I just love this cover. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Please check out my other videos. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and encourage others to like, comment, and subscribe, because I need to get to that 1K subscribers. So anything you can do to help, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.